What's going on with y'all? Hope everybody doing well. Today I wanted to talk about leaving or staying home. You feel me? This is for my people who are like, you could be a kid right now, like in high school, about to go to college, and you trying to figure out what college. You could be in the state that you living in and you trying to move somewhere, whatever, right? But it's about like going outside of your home. You know what I'm saying? Your home state, home city, whatever. You feel me? So when I was growing up, and I'm from California, but from the Bay. So shout out to Bay if you're from the Bay. But after I graduated high school, I had went to college, and when I was applying, like when I was a senior in high school, a lot of people was like they was like applying to schools that were in state. You feel me? And that was cool. You know, I definitely applied to some in-state schools because at my school, I was fortunate enough, like, we had like a little college tour on some of the UCs out here. UC Davis, we saw Riverside, a bunch of the different other ones. You feel me? And it was cool to see. You know what I'm saying? And at first I was like, that's a big kind of decision to make at that time, because I'm like, dang, like these are the next, 4 years or whatever. Like, I'm about to have to lock in somewhere, really live there, blah, blah, blah. But something always, as much as I love California, and I think the hardest part for me about leaving California was like family. You feel me? But as much as I love California, I wanted to go to school out of state. Like, I wanted to go to school somewhere different. You feel me? I was like, bro, like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna use the opportunity to like go see some different stuff. Cause I was born and raised in California my whole life. So I'm like, man, like, I could stay here and I could see, I guess, a different part of California. You feel me? But something was just like, bro, let me use this opportunity to try and go somewhere else, see something different. You feel me? So then I ended up going to school in a different state. I ended up going to Colorado, and going to school out there. And that was a different experience for sure. But just coming from California and going to like a snowy spot, you know what I mean? I ain't never had seen the snow like that much for real. If you out here in California, you can go to Tahoe from, certain seasons and stuff, and you'll see some snow, but we don't experience seasons out here, bro. It is spring and it's summer. That's it. It rain and it's sun for the most part. But just going to college out there, bro, I got to see so many beautiful views, like just in the mountains, bro, the snow, like just things I had never seen before. You know what I mean? And that I probably wouldn't have seen being out here and stuff, because I didn't really go to Tahoe during those seasons, like when it would be snowing or whatever. But seeing that, meeting different people, getting into different activities, like I ain't never really snowboard or ski like that, but I did go skiing once while I was out there in Colorado, and that was a cool ass experience, because it's like a whole different sport. You feel me? Like that again, if you're growing up in California, especially where I'm at in the Bay, it ain't really no skiing like that. You about to play a sport, like basketball or football, you know what I'm saying? Or surf or those type of sports, like warm sports, warm activities. But I'm saying all this to just say, bruh, it don't even got to be you about to go to college, because I know college is like, you know, it's a lot of money, it's a commitment, etc. But nigga, whether it's just you taking a little vacation away from your hometown, or getting a Greyhound somewhere, or taking a flight to go do this, or going to school out of the state, than your home state, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, like, I think it's super important to get outside of your hometown. Go see something different, bro. Like, I've been to different states. I try to travel to as many states as I can. I ain't been everywhere, but when I was in school and college and stuff, during the break, sometimes I would come home, but sometimes I would go with friends to different places. So I could, like, I wanted to see some different things in California, you know? Get inspired. Like, it's dope seeing how different cities work, the people in it, how they interact with one another, the styles, the food, and things like that. So during breaks, I would be like going with friends to, bro, Wisconsin, Chicago, like anywhere. You feel me? Different places. And it was so cool just having those experiences and seeing how people get down in different states and areas, bro. And seeing like, oh damn, I'm from like a big city, a big region, you know? It's kind of cool being in like a small town. Like, you see how the close-knit the people are. Everybody, like, dinner parties is like a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just cool to see the dynamic between people in different states and even part of the country. Like, I went to, what's it called one time? Denmark. Shout out my boy Antonio. But we went out there, and that was just cool. Because, like, when you travel, bro, I'll be geeking out on the smallest things. That's why I say travel, because you never know what you'll be inspired by or what type of ideas will come. And the fact that you're just going to a new place, that brings in new ideas, like a new environment, new ideas. You get new thoughts. You know what I'm saying? But just what I was saying about, like, bro, being out in Denmark, I was getting geeked off the smallest things, bro. Like, oh my God, look at the street sign, bro. How it's different. Because that was my first time being out there. I'm like, bro, this is different. Like, the style signs look different. Whoop-de-whoop. The transportation system is crazy out there. And I'm just doing the comparison to out here because I'm in California and I'm in the States. And I'm doing the comparison to, like, transportation out there. I'm like, bro, they got one app that run, like, everything, bro. Like, the bus, the train, everything is one app. And you just go on. I don't remember tapping anything. You just buy this ticket, and then, like, I think it was like for a certain amount of time, and you just go, you walk on the bus, walk on the train, you just show the people, and they on trip. But I'm like, damn, that's cool as hell. Like, we low-key need that out here. And then I'm like, how they got the bike paths too. There's like a separate out here. The bike paths are literally on the road with the cars. When I was in Denmark, it's like the sidewalk, the pedestrian sidewalk where people walk. And then there's like a bike path sidewalk. That's a different elevation. You feel me? Like this. And then it's like the street where the cars like drive. I'm like, bro, this is hella safe. This is probably why they, like, it don't be a lot of bike accidents out here. Cause it's like you gotta hop up on the curb to hit somebody instead of somebody being right beside you. You feel me? But just little things like that, bro. The food, you know, just go see something different, man. I know too many people that just have always been in the same town, in the same city. And there's nothing wrong with that. You love it. I definitely love home. But I think there's also a dope side to, like, seeing other things, because the world is so big and you'll never realize until you like actually see it. And it's one thing to see these things on the screen or whatever, the TV, whatever, than to actually experience these things. Like, you got to go feel what it's like to be in that Chicago cold, bruh. Like, it's different. I feel like Chicago was low key like worse than Colorado. And it was snowing in Colorado. I don't even think when I went to Chicago, it was snowing at the time. Maybe a little bit, but bruh, that wind and how close that body of water is. And I brought like the same clothes I be wearing out there. I'm like, hold on, bro, this different. But just little things like that, bro. Like, experience something different. You never know what'll come of it. You never know who you'll meet, what type of opportunities, ideas you'll come across, how you'll be inspired by architecture, whatever, the little things in life. You feel me? Even the laws and stuff. Like, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's all I wanted to say for real. Was just travel, bro. Whatever you can. I'm not saying you gotta fucking go to Europe or go to Japan or whatever, but like, get outside of your city. Take a Greyhound over a couple cities, an hour out, 2 hours out, whatever. Take a flight to the next state over. Take a drive some hours out, whatever it is. You feel me? Just go see a different environment than the hometown that you grew up in, because the world is huge, and you know what I'm saying? Our life ain't promised, so go see some stuff, some different things. Peace.